A Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department task force that focuses on child safety may have saved the lives of some children in the South Valley. A law enforcement team performing a welfare check made a shocking discovery in a home where several kids live. News 13's Jim Winchester is here with details.
Well, Dick, the credit has to go to an anonymous caller who suspected children in a South Valley home may have had access to drugs. CYFD teamed up with the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department to check on about a dozen homes this weekend as part of Operation Safe Child, checking out tips on child abuse. During a visit to this South Valley home, they were refused entry.
While we set up the perimeter, I observed and other detectives a bunch of prescription bottles that still had prescription drugs in them.
The bottles were all over the property along with used syringes. After an hour of negotiating, a young mother allowed the deputies onto the property and into the house. They found two children, ages 2 and 8, their mothers, who were sisters, and the children's elderly grandmother. They also found old prescription bottles filled with pills strewn about the yard.
They were all over the backyard, some and mixed with on top of markers that were in the kids' toy box, and just all places where the children had access to.
The pills and syringes were later found to be used to treat diabetes. When questioned, the two mothers admitted there were times when their children were left unsupervised in the yard. Deputies arrested 20-year-old Karina Rodriguez and her 24-year-old sister Emma for child abandonment and obstruction of a child abuse investigation. The children were left in the care of their grandmother at the home. CYFD says this is a case where the public had a direct role in protecting children.
This is a case where the system came together and things worked. We very much value having the public as our partners in watching out for kids in New Mexico.
Well, the Rodriguez sisters have already bonded out of jail. CYFD has not said if the children are back with their mothers, but they did say they will make follow-up visits to the home in the future. Dick, back to you.
All right, Jim, the Sheriff's Department says it does these kinds of home visits to check on tips to CYFD about once a month.